both races in the group. And the best time is pretty close. In the tournament, they both have 1:54:30. Correct, yeah. And we already have started. Okay. So good luck to both races. Expect here a pretty close race. So Shiro doesn't want to take the potion. Snorms takes it. So we already have a small lead for Shiro. Shouldn't make much of a difference in the long term. But at least he has a small lead here at the start. Just refresh now. So both choosing their starter Pokemon. Squirtle. Give it a short name. And then we will see the rival fight. Which is a bit more risky for Shiro without a potion. But I don't think we have lost first battle rival in this tournament yet. It was close sometimes, but yeah. The Razor still won it. Gets a crit here, Shiro. And a growl afterwards. Snorm starts with a growl. Shiro has a pretty good fight here. Yeah. Looks like one of the faster fights. Snorm gets also a critical. I still have to take here 2 turns. And gets... oh, still. Only 1 turn. Both through their first rival. So Shiro keeps his lead without a potion and gets just his first encounter here at the end of Route 1. And Shiro takes his Pidgey. Okay. I mean, you don't have to take kill it, because you still can, if you want to kill a Rattata, that is less riskier to fight, and you have less HP loss normally, but if you want to be sure to get your experience here, can take it. So the lead changed a bit, but Snorms also gets his first encounter. Also Pidgey level 2. This looks a bit better, in my opinion. So takes it. Sure, also at the end of Route 1 gets another counter. So Shiro still keeps his small lead. Similar luck with the encounters here. Both talk to Oak from the same side. Looks very similar so far with race on both sides. And I don't think we can expect neither Queen's threats here for this race. I think they both want to win. They have a better seeding for the brackets. And yeah, neither queen is still slower than neither king. No big surprises here. At least what I expect. So yeah, I think they have the same amount of encounters here on Route 1. So Shiru still with his a few second lead. Well, RNG can decide this run and this race. The most impact it has on the start here, because you can't use repulse to get rid of encounters, and at the end there are some fights that are very risky. Both do the same manip. Both get perfect Nidoran. Yellow Ball and Shiru side. Snorms misses it. You have to... Whoa. Still gets it. Nidoran with the first Pokeball. Normally you want to frame perfectly buffer your inputs to get to the items and throw the Pokeball. Snorms was on the Pokemon menu, so that didn't work that well, but yeah, that was luck in that case. But didn't cost him much. Shiru still with his small lead. Both go the ideal route through the Viridian Forest, where normally don't get that many encounters. Snorms gets one. It's pretty rare to get one, even less rare, even more rarer to get two. Both start their bug catcher fight. And Shiru gets poisoned. That's unlucky. He's still in the second turn. Use twice Tail Whip to weaken the Weedle. So that tackle makes more damage. Yet to take the potion. The Snorm's also low on HP. Was expecting, doesn't take the potion right away, but now he has to take it. So Shiru a bit with a disadvantage here that he is poisoned. That's additional HP loss every round and additional text that you have to click away. And so Snorm takes the lead. And Snorms with another encounter to encounters in Viridian Forest is very rare. Let's see. Early March for Snorms and for Shiro. I think they both had. I lost a bit count, the count of keeping track how many potions they have, but yeah, I had to use it both at a bug catcher, so both ran low there, so I got called to go to the Mart first. And both begin their Brock fight. Both without the save? I had to check that, okay. And Shiro goes down on HP here, oh. Shiro seems to have a 17 HP Nido. Oh, I have to. That would be interesting. And unlucky. Okay, the menu's a bit too fast for me at the moment. Was it? And oh, Shiro takes for death. Think he's back at his Nidoran Minip. Starts it again. Could be. Yeah. Okay, I got it, yeah. He got the wrong Nidoran. You know that because it only has 17 HP at level 4. Can happen. Manips have a chance to fail. And to result in a bad encounter. And it seems like Shiro had it, so he resaved, did his Manip again, and catches Nidoran. So that's quite a lead now for Snorms. 6 or 7 minutes. Would be interesting to know how Shiro noticed it himself that he had the wrong Nidoran, because they both went risky into the Brock fight without a save. I mean, if you saving before Brock, you don't go back, so maybe lucky that he didn't save there. So he got back to his Manip and could do it again. Sure, with the encounter with Bug Catcher. So, short recap, yeah, Shiro had a death at the Brock fight, but he also seemed to have the wrong Nidoran, 17 HP. So, oh, Shiro, another 17 HP Nidoran? That is uninspected. Wow. And yeah, Shiro resaved the first time. Might be a bit too fast. To save on the wrong frame again. So yeah, manips can fail because you start the game in its seems to init for RNG with the in-game time, and the in-game time also saves the number of frames you're in. So not only the hours you play, minutes and seconds, it also saves the number of frames that go from 0 to 60, and that seems to influence the outcome of a manip. So the chances are normally around 1 of 60 or 10 to 60 to fail a manip or get the wrong result. Yeah, or the other problem could be that the A press, that one of the A presses in the manip execution were a bit too early or too late. But I'm not that familiar with that manip. I prefer at the moment the one with one A press. So it's a bit of a debate what's the reason for failing a manip. I mean, failing it and don't get an encounter is one thing, but getting the wrong Pokemon is yeah. I think somebody has to check tables or something during or after the match to see what the reason was. And yeah, 18 HP is for one Nidoran we want to have at level 4. So I lost a bit of track what snorms did on Route 3. Searching for his flyer in the grass. Doesn't get one. There's a second patch of grass, so search there. He gets an encounter. Yeah, now we have almost 9 minutes difference between the two runners. Snom gets his Spearow and catches it. So he has his flyer. Shiru starts the Brock fight a second time. Also without a save. Snom goes for the center before Mount Moon. And Shiru has attacked the potion on Geodude. Seems like he also has a good special Squirtle, so it should take only 2 turns here. Onyx. So that gives better chance to survive this fight. Gets his bite, so he has to stall with Tail Whip. Because bite attacks you with doubles the damage that you did to Onyx and attacks you with it. And that's almost a one-hit KO then, if you attack Onyx with Bubble. So Shiro is through the proc fight. Around 8 or 9 minutes after Snorms finished his fight. So that's a pretty big lead here for Snorms. So there's a pretty big gap here between the two runners, so it might be a bit harder to follow this race here. That's the only commentator. Still to see the details. Snorms runs away from the level 9 Zubat, so it doesn't look like he wants to get extra experience here in Mount Moon. And yeah, I wonder what was his blinking on Shiro's side. He has his battle animations on. Yeah. That makes us run a bit slower here. Because animations normally are turned off by the runners, so the fights are faster. You also put the text speed to fast. We don't lose time there. Snorms is evolving his Nidoran to Nidorino after the last fight, and will start his Manip in Mount Moon. Takes the Palette Swatch, so that lowers the risk to get an IGT-0 here with this Manip. That's one to lower the risk to get a bad outcome. Shiro fighting for Short Sky. One of the few fights here in the first half an hour. It's not a gym leader that are pretty tough, but baits his Rattata. So the most risky part should be over. Because the damage that Ekans can deal is not that high, so it can be calculated. Can take a potion at the right time. Snorms gets his Paras, so his Manip worked. Throws a YOLO Ball. Doesn't catch it. I mean, you can try it if you have enough Pokeballs. The chance isn't that high compared to the Nidoran Manip, where it almost always works, or always. At least if you do it right. And he kills it. Did he run? out of Pokeballs, or what was the reason for that? I mean, normally you want to catch that Paris because it's your cut slave. You don't want to kill it, except you have one already. Paris is quite rare to get normally in Mount Moon, so it's evil. In the old days, it was evil luck that you got one, and there are backup strats. He has a Spearow, so he can trade it with a Farfetch that also learns Cut and Fly. Snorms ran out of Pokeballs. Okay. We saw other runners in their races taken a reset, which you can do because you're back to the mana, costs time. He has a Spearow, so he can do backup strats. Shiru also gets a Spearow. And should get it with that one tackle. The hardest Pokemon to catch in the run might be the Paris, because you always have a chance. If you with Yellow Ball, it really works in not that often. Chance is really low, and if you use Horn Attack to weaken it, you always have the chance to get a critical hit and kill it, which you don't want if you want to catch it. And yeah, we don't see the cleanest run in this race. This is quite interesting. There are still debates what that bad Nidoran meant or how it came to be, but don't think I can get into that discussion too deeply. I'm not that familiar of in how many ways that Manip can fail. Yeah. So we go back to Snorms that already has level 18 here because he has enough experience collected in Mount Moon. Makes this fight a bit easier. Gets a Sand Attack, has a switch out, so he loses the accuracy drop. Lets his flyer get killed, so there's no experience split. And finishes this Pidgeot with the switch in turn. And yeah, now both are in normal fights that also don't have any risky left, so I have a bit of time to catch up with the chat. Shiru gets another encounter before start saving for his manip. Shiru666 also takes a pallet switch. So that means he goes for a less risky one that fails less often. But has a bit of a more complicated way to get to that item. That zigzag. Snorms back to another pitchy or nugget bridge. It can be terrifying if they give you enough sand attacks. It's the most annoying part of nugget bridge. You get sand attacked and don't hit here. And Shiru gets his parries. Let's see if he catches it. Also tries a YOLO ball. And gets it. He walls his Nidorino, the Nido King, and also stretches his screen a bit. And Snorms back in another pitchy fight. While Shiru finishes the Rocket Bound Moon, gets another encounter. And Shiru talks in chat about his comeback, his big comeback. That's nice to see. But he still believes. So yeah, you always have a chance that your opponent has bad luck or fails in some menus. While Snorms is giving his Nido King the rare candies, so it learns. So it goes to level 23, and it learns fresh, which make the coming fights a lot easier because it's a strong attack that goes over several turns, 3 or 4. And this Mankey also goes down in 1 turn instead of using 2 horn attacks to beat it. People are talking about blue screen. Please not. We don't want to see a runner losing here because of blue screen. Okay, Shiro, leaves my moon. Snorms finishes Nugget Bridge. How long does that split take? Around 7 minutes. So it seems Shiro lost a bit of time. Oh no, 7 minutes. He was back 9 minutes, I think, at Brock. So yeah, compared to Brock, I think the gap got smaller. But Snorms is in a risky hiker fight. I missed if he, but he's through. Seems like a 4-turn fresh. That can go wrong if the Geodude uses defense curl too often. You can't kill it, and if fresh ends, you're confused. So there's also the chance you that Nidoking does damage to himself and can kill himself. So you normally switch out there to heal confusion and to heal accuracy loss, like we see now from Shiro. Also sacrifices his flyer. So Shiro really takes his time to explain why he's so far behind in chat. But I don't think that anyone believes that he fell asleep. So yeah, I think our runners have the right spirit here to finish this race in style. I don't think I could write so much stuff in chat if I would have my Nidoran manip felt twice in a row. I'm always very happy if all my manips worked for the first time. And a good Nidoran 7 minutes into the run is always a good start. And yeah, there are many risky fights still coming in this race. While Snorms doesn't use a potion, goes back to the center. Okay, normally you use some potions here to heal up for Misty. I don't think he's low on potion. I didn't see him use it more than usually. But could be also a safe strat. Forgot how bad his Route 3 was. I completely missed it. Okay, he healed a lot in Route 3. Good. I mean, if you're in the lead, you also it's not a big time loss to use the center here. So yeah, Snorms starts as Mystified. So we use Fresh and hope for luck. Staryu is not the problem. Starmie is a bigger one. Gets a Bubble Beam, normal one, and takes down Starmie. 3-turn Misty. That's a good one. If he wouldn't have healed to full health, I think he could have Red Bar, but why take risks in this race? His position. Yeah, we still have a difference here. That Snorms doesn't have his Paras, and Shiru has. But I don't think it takes 3 or 5 or more minutes to execute a trade. The few times we saw it in this tournament, I think the commentator said it's just a half a minute. So yeah, we have Shiru freshing through the coming trainers and Snom taking a long walk. Some items picking up with the jingle skip. So he mashed fast enough. Shiru in the hiker fight, while Snorms gets an encounter. I think it's Vermilion City. Not that sure about some of the city names. Doesn't get any another encounters and back and now a junior trainer fight with 3 pitches. But yeah, pitches are dangerous not because of sand attack, but because they know quick attack. So they can attack. So they can attack for all the priority to attack first. Deal damage to the Nidoking. But he's safe with 40 plus HP coming into this fight. And Snorms has beaten the 2 trainers, so takes a left turn here. Oh yeah, forgot. He will make a straight now. So he gets his cut slave. So yeah, that animation takes a while. Not often seen these days anymore. I don't think that I did it once. One of my runs. Too new to this game. Snow spies his rebels for later, so we don't have to deal with encounter RNG anymore. And Snorms enters his third rival fight by Shiru and his Mrs. Jim. So now a round with Picciotto for Snorms. Hoping for no sand attacks. Doesn't get one. Can you take a refresh? Snorms using his horn attacks here, and now can safely attack with Thrash because the last two Pokemon go down in 3 turns. In 3 turns, it's a safe number for Thrash. If it would take 4 turns, it's always a risk to get only a 3 turn, and you're confused. Have to find another way out. 4 HP, that's brought by here. And Shiro gets close with the bubble beams from Starmie. Both go down low on HP here. You. That was close for Shiru. And he's still for 7 minutes behind at the Misty Split. Yeah, similar Nugget Bridge. No. After Nugget Bridge. Similar fights there. Not much variance. Might be closer. Shiro might come closer after Surge because of a trade Snorms had to make. Get his cut slave. The short menu for Snorms to optimize the order of the items and learn some, teach some moves his Pokemon. And yeah, he has to change here a bit to learn to teach Dick for Squirtle. Normally you would use your Parasphere. could throw you off if you're not used to it. And Shiru also gets an encounter from next city. And Snorms with his Cancer Manip gets the first one. Shiru taking for lower trainer first. So he does that to keep his red bar a bit longer, because it's safer to fight this trainer. With red bar, you can't be hit by quick attack. And I had to look away for a short minute. So Snorms has beaten Surge. Shiru had to take a potion for the second trainer fight here because of pages with quick attack. While Snorms gets his bike voucher. I think I lost Pam. So Snorms in the bike menu, and I think that was an arrow to. I think he did teach Thunderbolt over Fresh. I think that was in the first slot. Yeah, that's. Oh man. A lot is happening in this race. So Snorms had a risky red bar here for Search. I think you can die here, but you can take the risk because you save anyway for the Cancer Manip. He's short on Fresh. Okay, if you begin with Fresh, then it's safer. Just seeing this race, it feels a bit similar to what Hassel and Floods did in their first race. Which also was unlucky on both sides and had execution errors on top of that. So Shiru has a short break while the SSN is leaving, but Snorms is getting his bike once again. So once again, teaching Thunderbolt. Goes over Horn Attack. This was normal to teach it over Horn Attack? From what I learned in the routes, it's normally Leer, but yeah, but I mean, it comes closer to a close race here. While Snorms is entering the 4-turn Fresh Girl fight, we should start with Fresh. So and she has 4 Pokemon, so you want to get 4 turn of Fresh to beat all the Pokemons. If you don't get it, you have to find a way out. And he gets a 4-turn. Shiru doing his Cans Manip. Gets the first one, gets the second one. A bit behind. No. Why? So Shiru also entering with Red Bar for Search Fight. Gets low roll on Fresh. Gets only the Sonic, the tackle. I think the Sonic Boom could have killed him. If you have too much HP, you want Sonic Boom because it deals more damage. If you're already in Red Bar, you don't want it. And Shiru through. I think I missed most attacks. Okay. So yeah, I only have here the first search split, first time for search split for Snorm, so it's 7 minutes fair, but yeah, he had to take the reset, so he lost 2 or 3 minutes. And Snorms has enough HP, so he's level 30 on this Oddish Girl fight. Which you take down in 1 turn. The Oddish, I mean. If you have only level 29, you don't kill it with Fresh in 1 turn. And Oddish is quite a nasty move pool. A move set. And Shiru teach Thunderbolt over Leer. I think that's the normal way we want it. So we're and takes the 4-turn fresh goal without a save. I think Shiro has a take risk. I mean, he comes closer. Seems like he has only 4 minutes, so yeah, the gap gets smaller. So Shiro has to hope that fresh takes 4 turns and not only 3. Oh, he only gets a 3-turn fresh, so he has to switch out to heal himself from the confusion that fresh leads to after it ended. Gets a poison powder, doesn't affect him because Nidoking is type poison. Takes down the Buzzsprout. I think, yeah. I think his Paris is poisoned, right? So yeah, you can let your slaves die. They still do their job, so they can faint. I think both with red bar here for Frogton. And Paris finally died. Snorms has gotten his elixir. Or found it, because it's hidden. Always a challenge to get it. So Snorms is shopping all the items that he needs for the rest of the run. Buys Horndrill, one of the important attacks in the run later. Only takes 2 super potions. Not sure which route he takes. It can vary how many super potions you can buy, because you only have a certain amount of money. Normally you want as many as you can get here. So he goes for the Blizzard route. Only gets Rock Slide here, that we need for Lavender Tower for Ghastlies, but not for Ice Beam that you would get if you give a girl fresh water. Shiro is fighting the Oddish girl now. Yeah. Oh. Just my second screen, yeah. It was riskier for him this time because he only had level 29. But he got out of it. So yeah, they both had big mistakes and smaller ones, but we also have luck here to have red bar, go risky. So I'm getting HM02, so he has fly. Makes the biggest menu here. Teaching moves to his Pokemon, rearranging some items. And yeah, that's a part of a run that you can practice a lot and can save time if you do it the right way. If you know where to go in the item menu, if you have to go down or where the items are in certain spots. And Snorms in the rival fight in Lavender Tower. I think it still has. Should be red bar. And Shiro going lower on his HP. I think it should be safe if you don't horn drill your rival in Lavender Tower. So you would have to take fixed accuracy. That would take an additional turn, so Pidgeotto could hit you and find his elixir. So Snorms fighting his way through Lavender Tower, which has a bit of a risk because Rock Slide can fail. Completely sure about the accuracy. Round 90. I'm really not sure about all the numbers yet, but yeah, it's not 100. You always have the risk to get licked from a Ghastly and get paralyzed. We see Shiro buying his Pokédoll. And of course for these runners, they all go for Blizzard strats. Don't take Ice Beam here. I mean, it's out for 2 weeks. I mean, the guide from Xerion that described it in detail, and for beginners, came out mid-tournament, so yeah, most people learned it in the during the tournament, changed their old routes, and now they all go with Blizzard, which has a higher chance to fail, because it's not 100% accuracy like Ice Beam, only 90. But it's stronger, and if it fails, it's mostly in safe spots. But you still have to know a few more backups. And Snorms executes his exploit. Okay. So Shiro also in the fly menu. Oh, gets it wrong. That was a sharp mistake that threw him off here. Snorms fighting his way slowly through the 3 rockets on top of Lavender Tower to get his flute. Are people remembering such stuff to get accidentally on a bike here? Also. That's the smaller mistakes. I mean, we've seen a bigger menu mistake, which is teaching the moves over the right moves. Not something important. Shiru is fighting his way here with 1 HP. Not completely. Don't know if Wine Whip could have killed him there. Or if 11 HP damage is the high roll for Wine Whip. One HP here, okay. So yeah, you always have the chance to miss a rock slide. Snom getting his flute. So both healing at different places. So yeah, if your rock slide misses and you get paralyzed, you can go to that heal pad and heal yourself. This is more time loss. But you have to decide to sacrifice one of your full restores. That also heals statuses, changes, and or going back to the heal pad. Snorm walks his way up to the 5th floor, stay fit, and going for late earthquake, which is also the standard route. No, for top runners. Which makes the coming fight for Snorms against the Arbok a bit riskier, because you don't have an earthquake, because you get it later, so you won't have a chance to kill it in one turn. And he gets paralyzed! Yeah, if that's as wrong this fight can go. Goes for the horn drill, okay. That's also a possibility. Think the normal way is to use fresh. To 2-turn fresh. Which still gives the Arbok one turn to use Glare on you and paralyze Pokemon. So Snorms has to take his one of his full restores. So Shiro fighting with the last rockets. Your Lavender Tower. Snorms entering the rival fight in Silphco. He sets up his Nidoking with an X accuracy and an X speed. X accuracy is to not miss Horn Drill, because it skips then the accuracy check, and so you can't miss your one-hit KO move, Horn Drill. That has a high chance to miss. And the X speed is to be faster than the Alakazam. And you want to take some damage here in this fight, so you're better prepared for the Koga fight, where you want to be a bit low on health. We have a discussion on which device they play, and I think normally if one with the grayish colors, or not so white display, normally uses the Game Boy player for the GameCube. I mean, you have some filters for the emulator, so it looks a bit blurrier. I'm not sure about that gray. That's an interesting contrast to if you watch the overview of the playlist of his tournament matches, and the whitish and grayish pictures compared to each other in each match. Looks interesting. So Snorms in Giovanni fight, still safe on his HP, but that is really the lower half of HP ranges that you want to have. Something. Ah, yeah. The Hypno fight is coming, so yeah, running with a low HP could be risky in the upcoming fights. While Shiro's entering the Arbok fight, Snorms finishing Giovanni, and he has to go back to take up his Earthquake that he skipped earlier. Because now all rockets have left the tower, and you can just pick up the TM Earthquake without fighting an additional rocket. So that saves time there without a fight. Cheers for the Arbok. Also with Horn Drill, okay. But without getting paralyzed. Snorms also rearranging his items once more. Every time you have to open the item menu, you should do that. It's the right time to put up the X items to the top, because you have to use them more often. And then use the item that you normally want to use here, the flute, to wake up the Snorlax. And Snorm goes for the top rare candy. Gets it. Also another tricky hidden item. PP up, and he also gets it. Shiru gets a Hydro Pump. Got lower in HP? Was it planned? Looks like it. Or not. Heals? I mean, self red bar is a thing. Healing and afterwards. I'm a bit confused, but I mean, you can always find reasons to take the damage and to get red bar, so you're faster. If I'm taking it back. Okay. Oh, burned. Okay. Okay, that's a reason to use full restore to get healed event status effect. Sorry if I don't get everything this race. At least I also tried the Blizzard route in the last days, so I know how that works. Keeping up with the new strats. Okay, if I'm not alone asking questions about the strategy, the rival. Yeah, now Snorms is in the Koga gym. And Shiru gets his damage. Yeah, first intentional. Oh. And around 60 HP should be the right amount of damage you want to have for Koga. Pausing? Oh. Snorms and the Hypno fight. Doesn't need a damage, so it can kill it. But the race Shiro has forfeited, yeah. Sad to see that. I mean, he was behind, tried everything here. Snorms made his mistakes, so he had a chance to win. I mean, to reduce a gap of 9 minutes. That is something that we haven't seen in this tournament before. But yeah, everyone is welcome for our interview. Yeah. Hello, Shiro?
Hello!
What a race!
Yeah, it was
from both
great.
of you.
What can I say? It was great. I played at my best, almost sub 150. Too bad I died to Lance. No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all like this. It was just a dream. So I can explain what happened with the Nidoran real quick.
You know the details?
Yeah, I know exactly the details. Basically,
okay.
I was practicing the forest move for, you know, actual runs. And I was basically going insane with it because it was not working whatsoever at any point. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and move an A-press. Let's see if that works. I didn't think that will change anything because, you know, I was just chilling, just catching my Nidoran. As always, I never checked his stats in practice. Obviously. And well, turns out you get a very bad Nidoran if you did it that way. Good to know.
You didn't check your stats?
Yeah.
In practice, okay.
No, I didn't check stats in practice. I really thought it was the Nidoran because it was basically all the same except for the stats. And I was just practicing the manip. I was going insane with it, like absolutely insane because it was just not working. I was like, I'm doing everything right. Why is this not working? So I moved an A-press forward, and that's not a good idea, boys.
So you executed it like you practiced it?
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently that creates a 0-0 F0 Nidoran, not very runnable. And that's what happened twice.
That's really hard to see every time if someone fails a manip because of wrong A-presses.
Yeah. I mean, that never happened to me before. But just, so also I moved the very last A-press. I moved the one forward because that's what the old manip does. And when I was like, okay, maybe this is fine. Apparently, it's not. And then, you know, animation sound, that was very, very funny, but it was not on purpose. I was trying to go very fast because I needed to. And it went too fast.
But how did you notice, I mean, you went for Brock already, you were in the fight, and then you noticed that you had a wrong Nidoran.
Yeah, well, basically I was like, maybe it's too late to reset. May as well just run with this Nidoran, but then I remember it has 0 attack. 0 attack is just nothing you want to mess with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought like I remember a different meter and like something like I don't know, 15, 15, 15, 11, 15, something like that. That's what I had in mind. I think that happens in yellow though, not in red.
So you noticed it earlier in Viridian Forest?
No, I didn't. I thought I had the right meter. Like I didn't know that would happen at all, so it caught me off guard. Well, and, you know, and after that, you know, like good old animations on, very funny.
So sorry if I, but I really wondered why you. I think you lost the first Brock fight. That wasn't intentional, or was it?
Well, it was not like it was intentional. I was really wondering whether I should reset or not, and then I remembered that the stats were really bad. And my brain was like, hold on a second, like this Nidoran has good attack, right? And then I was thinking, and I was like, no, this is D00F0, right?
Okay.
I checked my stats, and yes, it was 13 attack at level 4. I mean, it's just not very good.
And then you made a reset.
Yeah, I had to reset.
After
I was like, so I can either run with this and just regret it throughout an hour and just, you know, reset. At first I thought it was an IGT0 because it actually can happen, but it's super unlikely.
Yeah.
I think it's a 1 in 3600. And I was like, did I really get that fucked? Because I really didn't think that was that bad. But yeah, it really was. So I basically had to reset again, move the A press back, and well, YOLO everything. I got a really bad setup for Silver Red Bar. I also hit a standard, which I mean doesn't really matter. It does matter.
Did? Okay. Okay, but missed a bit too much, I think. But yeah, you got burned in Silphco here, and
oh yeah, that
and
was
you had
hilarious.
to normally heal, and then you wanted to take the damage.
I mean, this is Gen 1, right? So the damage tick happens only if you hit and the opponent lives. But I was like, but what do I do against like in OSU? Like, I didn't know what to do whatsoever. So I kind of panicked, I guess, because I've never been in that situation before. It's super unlikely.
In
like
fact,
it's 10%.
High health?
Yeah, I was at really high health. I was at like 29, which is
that
really
was new to you.
I guess. Yeah, I was like, I mean, I knew what to do, right? Just stall on Growlithe. But that health was super high. Like, the roll is what? So the Hydro Pump roll of +1 is 83 to 98, and I was at 94. And I'm like, okay, I could go for this, or I could just go a bit more more sane and just go for Agatha, and just stall on Growlithe, which is obviously slower, but it's safer no matter what. I got burned. I was like, that's garbage, and yeah, kind of panicked. In the end, like,
yeah. You thought about every situation where you could still get time if you played it riskier.
Yeah, of course. Like it's basically like soccer. Like if you're, you know, 4-0 behind, it doesn't matter whether you lose 4-0 or 100-0. Like you just have to go for the win. So that's basically what happens here as well. Like you just risk everything.
That's right. Only for the winner here was first place in the group. So you didn't have anything to lose.
No, I didn't have anything to lose. Like it will be even. I will even have to play. Well, not necessarily. I was gonna say I will have to play even riskier if I actually had something to lose, which is being out of the brackets. But I know I will pass anyway. The second, which sucks, but I mean I'll try. My eternity time is for Friskus, yes. I mean, I have a good time for the, well, quote unquote good time in the tourney, so I should face someone with a first placer, but with not so much of a good time. I don't know who it will be though. Actually, it might be Poké Guy. Oh boy, is it actually Poké Guy? Well, if it's Poké Guy, I'm dead, basically.
I'm not sure if we can say that already. because of some groups not decided yet.
Right. There are some races
Really?
that have to be done.
Especially Group A.
Yeah, Group A is pretty
With
bad.
with some good times, so they could change a lot of the order.
Yeah. There was one group that was like super bad. I don't know if it was Group A. Can't remember. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun race. Honestly, when I saw 17 HP, I was like, wait, what is actually going on? And yeah, that was going on. We'll see how it goes then. It was fun though. Good game to Snorms, a very good runner. He got very unlucky. I actually had a very good chance at winning this race. But
I mean,
I was dumb.
yeah, you both had unlucky moments, but also made errors,
Yeah.
mistakes. I mean, yeah, Fatty takes a reset because he overlearned Fresh.
Oh really?
That's what cost him the most time. You didn't
I
notice that?
thought he died.
No. He overlearned Fresh and then he reset to Search.
Wow.
That's made this race a bit a lot closer. So
Yeah, it looked tighter. And then I died to Voltorb. Honestly, had I not died to Voltorb, I would probably play better. But well, I didn't play good. I didn't play well, rather. Kind of hit a standard and all. But yeah, it was a fun race. It was a fun race. Being from behind is somehow fun because
Yeah,
you just have to take risks.
I thought about how would I take failed manips for the Nidoran
Mhm.
so early in the race. I didn't have that yet, so
Yeah, at
still
first I
keep
really
the
thought-
motivation.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
I was like, okay. I mean, this is my fault, I guess. It is my fault, 100%. But I'm like, I basically have nothing to lose at this point, so may as well just go for it. I was actually, like, quote-unquote close at some point, especially at Search. But then I died to Voltorb. I mean, I was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds behind, if I remember correctly.
well, it changed a lot.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was just a roller coaster for most of the time. Actually, like it was mainly. I was hoping for him to die to Misty, but he made the correct play. He healed to full and saved because he had nothing to lose. Like he couldn't just lose 8 minutes and still be ahead. So he that was definitely correct. I don't know if I would have gone for Fly Red Bar though. In that situation, I guess yes because he messed up the Thrash and all. But whatever, it was a fun race. GG's. It's just Snorms.
Yeah,
Hopefully he gets some blue screen. Because Snorms is known for blue screen after champion. That's really bad. But yeah, we'll just watch the end of this run. Hopefully he doesn't die here. Here's nice.
yeah. So
But yeah.
it doesn't risk much here anymore. It won't be better than his best tournament time. I don't think he will improve.
Yeah, it's
it.
a 154. This is pace for like a sub 2.
Yeah, I also think that it's around 158 or so.
But yeah, I'll be heading out now. It was a fun race. Really interesting. Many weird things happened. Unexpected things as well. Such as, being dumb. Well, I mean, me being dumb was kind of expected, but not in such a great scale. But yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah, probably.
hopefully he finishes this run unexpected, yes. And we see Snorms play video games, which is nice. Alright, I'll be heading out now, Jim. Thanks for the
Yeah, so
interview, dude. Yes?
no problem. Thanks for the race.
My pleasure.
I was happy to see that you were so motivated even after fulfilled manips, as I said before. So
No, I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's just, in
We
the end,
always
it's
want-
just a game, right? So it's like, I damn wish every single problem in my life was like this. Feels bad, man.
oh,
No, I'm actually, my life is beautiful. I'm not beautiful though. Anyway.
Okay.
I'll head out now. We'll just watch the end of the race. Well,
Okay.
Right, see you, Jim.
See you. Bye. So we're back to commentating one run. Snorms has finished Giovanni. He'll make his way to the victory road. Fight his rival, show all his badges, and gets to the end of a game. As said, there's not much to improve for him in this race anymore, just has to finish. So we'll see how he will end this run. Okay. So the rival fight is without much risk because we can set up on the which shot I think. Just one shot every remaining Pokemon. Yeah, if we could choose the bad run to have for good opponents of us to do the bad runs, the race against us, that would be nice. Yeah, I mean that's the thing with this Pokemon game. It can go really bad sometimes. Snorms is on the victory road, showing all his badges. Shiru is decorating his race screen. Yeah, it feels a bit strange, this race ending in that way. So much stuff had happened before and now it's quite uneventful. There's still some fights that are risky and depend on luck if you want to go through on the first attempt. But if you don't have anything to lose, you can always save and then try it as often as you like. Did we see some swag boulders here? Or are they still coming? Oh, snorms tries. And he gets one swag boulder. That's always nice to see, even if you can always do it in a run. Don't really have to get the best time here anymore. Always can show your skill with swag boulders. And he's going straight to the Elite Four. He wants to show us all his Pokemon. I mean, he has only 3. Would it still be faster deposit for Squirtle? Or is this normal? For Duck Strats. Let's us Farfetch die against Dugong. Then in the second turn, Dugong always uses Rest. Okay, that's so... not leaving your Pokemon behind is faster here. Good to know. Yeah, for rest of Pokemon, no problem. We have set up with X accuracy. Can't miss anymore. Use Horn Drill. Finish this fight without a problem. Saves before the Bruno fight because of the Onix that Bruno has as a starter Pokemon that can kill you with a crit if you're unlucky. And in Red Bar, which we try to stay in as long as possible. Once he uses Bicycle in a fight, that would be interesting to see. And Shiru wants to show us who's the winner in his battle of emotes, I guess. So we use as many potions here or full restore before Agatha, because it can be quite tricky. Normally you heal full and don't save, but only with one potion yeah, it's reasonable to use a save here. Because Agatha has a lot of ways to confuse you. And you need a king. And switches out. And switches out again. Okay. No attack from Agatha. I mean, normally it would be a good idea for Agatha to use a potion on the Golbat. Switching out on low health, yeah. Well, we'll take it. Rest of our Pokemon shouldn't be a big problem. I think Gengar could be faster here. Don't use your X-Speed. So we're at Lance. Now we have to heal full, or almost full, to survive a Hydro Pump. That can also crit and kill you anyway. So we take a save to be safe. And let Lance decide. Even if everything in this race is already decided. Hydro Pump and Tools in Red Bar. So the final fights can be a bit faster here if he keeps Red Bar through the champion. Depends on how each of those choosing his moves. Good job. And we see Blizzard misses. So he has to use a Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, that's one of the risks you have with the anti-heals, okay? With the Blizzard route, because Blizzard has higher chance to miss, 90% accuracy, but the Pokemon you missed most here, it's safe because they don't attack you, so they can beat them with other moves. It just takes longer. And this fight is over if we get our setup with X accuracy, because then no move can hit anymore, miss anymore, because the accuracy is completely skipped. So not even Gen 1 missiles can happen. And Vegeta only uses Mirror Move, So Fizz shot. Still low on health. But survives. So GG, because nothing can happen here anymore. He's faster than a Pokemon, he has set up his accuracy, can't miss. And with that ends a quite eventful race. It doesn't end as spectacular as it began, but I'm okay with coming down from the beginning of this race. What I'd like to see if how much Shiru could have closed the gap to the end. As we said earlier, nobody can lose here. He's right to enter the brackets. And yes, there is a Pokemon Red race after this one. Even this rescheduled like it happened often today, but it is still there. So the next coming match in half an hour is Problem Stroking against also Blue Buck. So yeah, that's coming on this channel right after this race. I wouldn't say it's the worst race. Snorms is our winner. He gets the first place in Group D, with Shiru getting the second place in the group. So we will both see them again in the brackets. Snorm's finishing time also doesn't change anything because his tournament best is a 1:54 and around 30 seconds. We'll see if get Snorms in this. I think I can do this. Can I? Yeah. Hello?
Yo. What's up?
Do you wanna talk about this race?
Not really. Not really. No. Yeah, a lot of stuff went bad. Let's run through it, I guess. I forgot balls were in slot 2 for my Nido throw, so I used the potion, and then it got in the ball anyway. And then I forgot to swap Nido to the front of party on the proc split. And then I got 5-turn wrap on round 3. I got IGT'd in Moon, and got Spearow breakout, and then Paris broke out. So I had to get Docs because I ran out of balls. Bridge was just missed all the ranges. Taught over Thrash because I got confused because of Duck's menu. And then it was kind of okay except for just getting paralyzed from Arbok after that, and then that last fight. eight Thunderbolts, something like that. I think not 7 Thunderbolts on the Dragonite.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So a lot happened in that run. I mean, I just had to listen to that because because I think after you both catch the Nidoran, I completely missed the Brock fight in Route 3 and everything because we wondered what Shiru did wrong with his Nidoran. So that was new to me. What happened to you that it was already that bad? Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I kind of quickly checked the streams, see like how far Shiru was behind, because I was expecting Shiru to be in front of me going into Moon, and I saw he was still on Rock, and I was like, whoa, what the hell happened? But I think in chat I saw that he got the wrong Nidoran or something.
Yeah,
Or something.
there was quite a discussion what went wrong there, or if it was an IGD 0, but he said that he practiced the wrong aim in it because he thought a change would, I think, make it easier. Or, yeah, at least he had a reason to change it a bit. But that got him the wrong Nidoran.
Yeah, and what happened in the end? Why did he end up forfeiting? Just, what happened? Do you know?
He tried to get Red Bar into Slivka, if I remember correct,
Okay,
and
yeah.
he thought about what he could do faster to close the gap and get in front. Yeah, but if he wants to join.
Yeah, join, sure. You can join and discuss this terrible race.
Because it was also quite a lot to remember here as a lone commentator.
Sure, I'll join the game.
Discuss this terrible race.
This honestly, I've learned so much from this race. I learned that you should probably not move A presses.
So wait, which A press did you move?
The very last one, I moved the one forward.
Oh, so you moved it onto the grass tile.
No, never mind. I moved the one earlier. So just like the cold Miremanip does. I thought that would be fine because I was practicing that and I was like, maybe this doesn't work. Like I was practicing first and it didn't quite work most of the time. And I'm like, maybe this works. And I did it. It got in the ball. I never checked stats and I'm like, this is completely fine. What could go wrong? And many things can go wrong. It was nice. Yeah. Then I tried. So basically, I forfeited because I got like the worst setup for Silver Red Bar, and because I had to go for it. Like it was not feasible for me to even have a chance at winning this race if I didn't go for Silver Red Bar.
Yeah.
And I got the worst setup. I got 94 against Gyarados, a +1. Ugh. So it's like I could go for a +2 again, hope for a high roll, and then set up on Growlithe. Because, it's not risky. I mean, you can get crit. Yes, you can get crit. Or you can get burned, which is actually what happened. I got burned against Growlithe, which is just... I was like, what even is going on? But you can keep going because, in Gen 1, if you one-shot the opponent, you never get the damage stick. But still, like, I didn't want to do it because I need, attack for Koga, and burn helps your attack, which is really bad. Basically, I forfeited after that because I'm like, okay, there's basically no chance now. Unless he dies 4 times in a row against Agatha and bull screens afterwards, like something like that.
Yeah.
Main fat
I got half of it. Not bad, the last part was bad, but...
Yeah. Honestly, it was a bad race. It was like, if you say this race was good, you're lying. Like, it's okay, you're lying, that's fine. But admit it. Because this race was basically a pile of trash. But that's okay, because we all learn from our mistakes. And the very next one will be better, because this is red. This is red. Like, red race is what Are they bad? No, they're not. They're great, right? No, but that's fine. You can just enjoy them.
Well, you
Tournaments are
both
fun.
you both risked a lot. I think after that mistakes at the beginning, you both had red buff with rock tunnel, and
Yeah.
before that search.
Yeah, I had red buff
So-
for that. I had
You
I had
Chris
30
down.
oddish, so I was just like, whatever.
Yeah,
I just saved for 4-turn
it's
thrash and then
doable.
it was
You have
pretty
34
free.
Alish. Like 34 Alish is so good for races.
Yeah. That's why I horn attacked the Machop on Rat 25 because I wanted to keep 30.
Yeah, that's definitely a good play. And I had 29 for Alish, I could not save them. Because like I just can't save, I have to take risks. I actually got sleep powder, but I woke up turn 1.
Oh, okay.
It was really fun. I actually didn't get the 4th turn against Glass. Very fast. My parents got poisoned. I didn't even know how to move with poison. I bonked. I jumped ledges. Almost hit standard. Actually hit the standard afterwards because why not? And it was fun.
I'm pretty sure the only good RNG that I can think of that I got consistently through that
Excuse
run
me?
was getting every 4-turn thrash. I think I missed one. I even got extra ones because I like Gen 1 missed the PG girl before Vermilion and stuff and still got the 4-turn.
Oh yeah. I was like right there. I was on Skype with my girlfriend, and I was like, okay, this might be my chance because he might get 3 turns, 10 attack, just rage quit, and maybe I get a chance.
I almost rage quit after I taught Thunderbolt over Thrash.
Yeah, that's trash. That's harsh.
I was
And
like,
that in the
wait.
God.
It's a rough one, but it's okay. It was
Dot's
fun.
menus, I like so bad.
Yeah, they're obnoxious, dude. Like, don't even talk about it.
I checked my Squirtle stats at one point instead of digging. Slot
Like,
3
you have-
dig.
You have a Squirtle with a gigantic pile of items. You're like, what
I
will
almost
I
did
use?
Clefairy. I had 12 attack, 12 special, but I had 10 speed.
Maybe you should have gone for Clefairy. You would have won anyway. It was honestly, it was bad. Like it's as bad as it gets, but it was actually fun.
Hmm. Oh god.
But yeah, not much to say anymore. Yeah, those were my plays. I also
Well-
went for a risky Misty. Had to go for it.
Mm.
It was just
Yeah, I heard you lived on like low HP.
5 HP against
5.
Misty. Yeah, I was at 41 HP against her. I got bubble in and I'm like, okay, oh boy, dicey. And I leave the fight. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just keep playing video games. That's basically it. It was fun. But yeah.
Was interesting to see, yeah.
Yeah. I guess the best thing you can say is interesting. But the worst thing is like, how bad of a word can you imagine to describe this? I don't know. It was, yeah, man.
You wrote about your comeback, so we had expectations here as a viewers.
Yeah. Honestly, at Surge it was actually quite interesting because I'm like, okay, if I don't die to Voltorb, maybe I have a chance because I had a plan. It was basically just going for Red Bar and having good luck. That's a pretty good plan, right? But yeah, I tried to execute it, but I got Sonic Boom, and I died badly. Well, yeah, GG's to Snorms. I was actually expecting to lose this race, not this badly and not like this, but I was expecting to.
I was pretty worried. I was like pretty nervous for the first like 15 minutes, and I made so many mistakes.
I was nervous as well. Then I realized I got the wrong min, and I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be nervous. Anyway, it was fun. The next one,
Yeah, it
if
was
we
fun.
face each other again, will be better.
Yeah, for sure. It can't be much worse.
It definitely will be worse. Like, it'll basically be Squirt Arena against Squirt Arena. Something
Yeah,
like that.
basically.
Or some Metapod or something.
Well, you both found the right match to make such mistakes.
Hmm.
Well, that doesn't matter really, because we both. It was basically just for seeding anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, apparently. So they're saying that so far I will. Well, if this ends like this, which it won't, there are more races to come. I will face Hammer. I guess I'm out of the tournament, that's fine. But it was fun.
I wonder who I'm facing. Be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know who you'll face. I mean, it's just there's some races that are left until the 21st. It'll be interesting. I don't want to face Hammer. But yeah, GG's.
Yeah, GG.
There ain't much to say anymore.
Yeah, so I think we can give over to the next match then.
Excited for that one.
Comes now with Osu making most of his matches in a few days. And
Nice.
yeah.
Anyway, I'll head out as well. Thanks for the interview, though. It was fun. It was honestly fun somehow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the commentary as well.
Yeah,
See
thanks
ya,
for
boys.
the very fun race to commentate at least. There before.
Alright, see ya, boys.
See ya.
So yeah. Goodbye everyone.